You have to go to that path. Srotriyam Brahmanistam. Who is Guru? Srotriyam, who has properly heard. Srotriyam. And what is the result? Brahmanistam. By hearing, he is firmly convinced there is God. You have to go to such Guru. If you go to a fakkar, what do you teach you? No. Fakkar means one who talks much without any knowledge. It's called fakkar. So, everything is direction is there. Tad vijnanatham. If you want to know that science, then tad vijnanatham guru meva. Must. Gachet. This verb is used when there is this sense must. If somebody says, all right, I shall learn even without going to any guru. No, that is not possible. Therefore this verb is used. Gachet. You must if you want to learn. Otherwise you remain in darkness. This is Vedic injunction. Sushtruma. You must hear from the right source. Then you will get perfect knowledge. So therefore, whether there is witness or not witness, we cannot understand from a so-called professor. There is witness, Shastra says. And how can you deny it? If Surya, first word is Suburja. The Surya is the eyes of God. One eye. Another eye is moon. And it is described in the Shastra. Jat chakshuresha sabita sakalagrahana raja samastha suramurti asesha teja jasyagaya bhramati sanghritakala chakro govindamadipurijam tamam bhaja. So Surya, you can see that we have got some rays of the eyes 3 feet. But you see, from the 93 million miles away, he is seeing it. So brightly he is seeing. So you have to understand in that way. The Shastra says, here is the eye. Another eye, one after another, one after another. How you will escape? That is not possible. Therefore, we must be very cautious and, I mean to say, with sense we must act, and if we act according to the direction of the Shastra, then our position is safe. Otherwise, we are risking life. Risking life means this human life. Human life, the dog has got ear. We have got also ear. But the dog cannot understand Shastra. That is not possible. Or the elephant has got ear, very big ear. Does it mean that he can hear more? No. This is Askala. One must be quite able to hear, to understand Shastra. Therefore Shastra is meant for the human society. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find the Sanatana Goswami teaching, you will find Anadi Bohirmog Jeev Krishna Bhuli Gela Ataev Krishna Ved Purana Korila. Why these Vedas and Puranas are there? Just to remind us. The Veda Purana Korila. Veda, with 4 Vedas and other literatures abiding by the Vedas. Purana means supplementary Vedas. There are many historical incidences. They say mythology. No, it is not mythology. It is from selected historical incidences put together by the same Vedic instruction for common man. In the Vedas, the mantras are there, common man cannot understand. Janma dasya jataha athata brahma jigyasa. This Veda mantra goes on. But ordinary person, they cannot understand. Therefore, the same Vedas explain with reference to the historical incidences. That is called Puran. Puran means which completes. Purana. Purayati iti Puran. So, the Mahabharati philosophers, they say the Puranas are stories. No, the Bhagavad is Purana. It is full of stories. But what kind of stories? All Vedic instruction. Just like Ajamil. Ajamil began Itihas. The Bhagavad Puran is speaking Itihas in the beginning. It is there. Sukadeva Goswami is giving incidences of Itihas, history, example from the history. So this is the actual fact. So in order to convince Parikshit Maharaj how chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is powerful, he is giving a lesson from the history. How Ajami was delivered simply by chanting Narayana. This is the incident from the history. And it is history, the story begins, Karnakubji. Karnakubji is still there in India. Perhaps you have heard the name of Kanpur. So, that is within the Karnakubji area. Karnakubji Dija, there is a Brahmin in Karnakubja. Historical name is that. So it is history. It is not story, mythology, no. The story, it is historical fact. Anything which is described in the Shastra, the Bhagavad is Mahapurana. Don't be misled. These are mythology. No, these are historical facts. And we have to learn the Vedic knowledge by the description selected from the history, so that we can easily understand. This is the purpose. So in this human form of life, we should be very careful what is ordered that you should do like this. It's like if you go to a medical man, so if you are diseased, a medical man, physician will give you a prescription that you take this medicine and you do not take this kind of food, you can take this kind of food. Ahara potha. So, if you want to cure your material disease, then the two things are required, the medicine and the food. Potha, it is called potha. The proper food and proper medicine. The proper medicine is chanting Hare Krishna, and the proper food is Krishna Prasada. Take these two things, you are liberated. Thank you very much.